Today we are going to read Dalim Kumar Part 1. There was once a mighty king who lived with his queen and their son, a prince, who had named Dalim Kumar. The boy was the apple of their eyes. The queen's life was hidden inside a dice, and this was known only to a Rakshasi, a demoness, who lived in a plum tree in the palace garden. The Rakshasi desperately wanted to secure this dice but never succeeded in doing so. However, an opportunity presented itself to Rakshasi one day when the king was out on a hunting trip and the young prince was engaged in a game of dice with his friends. The Rakshasi disguised herself as a beggar woman and asked the prince to give her the dice with which he was playing. The poor prince, who had no clues about either the identity or the motive of the beggar, unthinkingly gave away the dice to her. As for Rakshasi, the moment she got the dice, she blew it away with the three powerful wheels and puffs to an unknown place. In her room, the queen immediately fell unconscious. The Rakshasi gobbled her up and took her place by amusing her image. When the king returned from his hunting trip, the Rakshasi queen tended to him and, as was the queen's wont, served dinner to him and the prince. But the prince noticed that when she served food to them, a drop of saliva rolled out from her tongue. Frightened, the prince left without touching his food but told no about an incident. Some years passed by, during which period the king and Rakshasi queen had 7 sons. There were a lot of celebrations throughout the kingdom, but the eldest prince, Dalim Kumar, observed with alarm that the plum tree was withering away and that no bird ever roasted on it. How strange! In time, the 7 young princes grew up, and various rituals such as of their first rice eating, first shaving of their heads, and their sacred thread initiations were all duly observed. The prince announced one day, "We wish to leave and travel to distant countries." "But how can you?" asked the king, "when your elder brother has not done so yet?" He sent for the eldest prince and told him about the wish of his younger brothers. The eldest prince at once flew off to his wicked set to meet his brothers. He compiled to them, "Have you forgotten your elder brother?" At this, all the brothers agreed to travel all together. And away they went with a ritual of soldiers and attendants. The Rakshasi queen, who was observing this complete turn of events from the rooftop, was very disturbed, as she did not want the eldest prince to travel with the other prince, for that would defeat her purpose. Highly agitated, she went down to her room and, talking about a small corner, opened its lid. Inside the container resided a thin white asp, thin as a thread. The Rakshasi queen called out, "Oh, my asp, my wispy asp, listen to me and do my bid. Tell me, please, tell me now, where is Dalim Kumar's life kept hid?" "So then that is, isn't it?" blissed the asp. "Yes, I have the answer. Dalim Kumar's life is hid inside a pomegranate seed." "Is that so?" The Rakshasi queen then commanded the asp, "Go, go, my wispy asp dear, travel fast through the air by flying to Patvati's palace in her realm of Aulaning. Take her note for me and to her, seeking brides for many 7 sons, and if you meet my hideous foe, chew off all his flesh and bones and see to it that is no priest does my stepson Regine the dice. Carrying the Rakshasi queen's note, the wispy ass set out and giggled through the air, whistling by the treetops on the way, and the Rakshasi, after collecting a pomegranate, mounted the palace staircase, comprising 1,000 steps. On reaching the top of staircase, she asked, "Steps, to whom do you belong?" "To whomever uses me," replied the staircase. "Then split yourself into two and absorb this pomegranate seed inside you," commanded the Rakshasi. The pomegranate seed was thus embedded forever below the 1,000 steps. Feeling happy at having achieving her aim, the Rakshasi went to her room and had a good night's sleep. At this very moment, the eighth prince got lost in a deep forest. All of a sudden, the eldest Dalim Kumar let out a scream. "Oh, my brothers, I am dying. I think I have been beaten by a scorpion." The poor prince also lost his sight. So our story ends here. In my next video, I am going to read part 2 of Dalim Kumar. If you liked my today's video, then please like and comment my video, and also subscribe my channel to listen to more such stories and to follow all my videos regularly. And don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thank you.